Morning. Let's go plant some soybeans. We're loaded up and we're headed out. Jared's in front of me. He's gonna pick me up and we're gonna head out to the planters. And we're in the tractor. We're folded up, we're going down the road. There's Jared. He's gonna plant this front side. I'm gonna go down the road and I gotta go all the way to the back and plant the back side, and then we're done out here. We did leave 2 bottoms because it was too wet to plant. We'll come back and get that later on once it dries out. Which really won't be that big a deal because it's like 40 or 50 acres. Yeah. So I gotta go on this road right down here. So we're already getting a better start than we did yesterday. I mean, yesterday we were trying to let things dry out before we started. I think we started close to 1 yesterday, and today it's 9:30 and Jared's already planting. So we're off to a good start. Of course, we gotta finish out here first, and then we're gonna move towards home again. We got about 280 acres close to home that we are gonna knock out hopefully today, and that'll get us a good start to the day after we get this done. Say we got maybe 80 acres out here that we can plant, and once we get that knocked out, we'll move home, get that, and hopefully we'll end up finishing that close to home and moving a little bit farther away. That's kind of my hopes. So, yeah, as long as we don't have any problems, shouldn't be too big of a deal to knock that out. We're going around the outside. Yeah, this whole hillside got disked, so it's pretty nice and smooth. I'm pretty sure we disked it because when we combined this, it was a little wet. So left a little bit of ruts with the red combine since it's the dual machine. Yeah, there's a nice deer stand. Very nice. Already checked to make sure my rate's where I want it to be, and we're getting after it. Normally, I only look at the rate whenever I look at it quite often, but most of the time you really need to be looking at your rate whenever you're putting new seed in the cart, because different varieties and also different brands of seed, different sizes of seed fluctuate what your seed rate is, so you might want to drop it or raise it up. What we loaded into the seed tender is a different brand of seed, and some of it is not treated, so that could also play an effect. So I'm going to be, when I fill up next, I'm going to be watching my seed rate a lot more, depending on what beans I get to put in. We'll see. Trucking along. Hopefully everything keeps going smoothly. Got my breakfast of champions, and we are going back and forth here up on the hill. Got this first field of the day done. I'm gonna kind of look everything over before I head down the road. So really what I'm looking at these little wheels. Just making sure everything looks good. Make sure all my seed tubes are still on. because this is a sensor that tells me that the row's planting. So if the hose is disconnected out here, it's gonna still think I'm planting. So just want to make sure everything looks good. That's the fan that blows the seed out to the rows. Everything looks pretty good. Yeah, my 4-ply. I think I'm gonna use the restroom. This is also a little bit frightening. And especially since it's my lift cylinder too. I'm a little worried. Yeah. Kind of want to tape that up, but I don't have tape. So, just don't give me problems, please. Thank you. Need to get that fixed. I wonder how long that hose is. I think it goes to here. Fun. We're back together in the same field. Right now I'm splitting this field. This is the north side of George's. That's the bins right there. It's our brand new bin right here. Well, we gotta fill up. Honestly, I thought I would have more time in between these fill-ups, but I don't know. I think I planted more of that big field the other night than I thought I did. We're full. I don't know if you guys can see this. Just snap my tarp back on. I'll put it a little tighter. Yeah. Not a waterproof tank, so you gotta run around with the tarp. Which John Deere will sell you the tarp. I think it's like 350 bucks. It might be more now, I don't know. But when we got it, they were expensive. But yeah, borrowed the black tape from Jared, so that looks a lot better than it did. Hoorah! I'll be honest with you, I lost my hat. I already planted this, but I still gotta plant farther up that way, but I swear I thought I lost it. Huh. Oh crap. Maybe it rode along a lot farther than I thought it did. Well, we got that field done, and my hat has been retired. It's somewhere in that field, and now I got really good looking hat hair. But yeah, I tried to find it, didn't find it, so. That was kind of my nice hat, that's why I took it off. I took it off because I didn't want to get dust all over it. That was dumb. Because of course I forgot it. On the planter. That sucks. That was a good hat. It had a good run. We had a pretty good run together. But it hadn't been promoted to a farm hat, so, I mean, it hadn't lived its full life yet. Very sad. I guess this is probably a good time to plug the merch that is right below this video. A lot more things on the website. Check it out if you're interested. T-shirts as low as 13 bucks. If you order more than $100 worth, you get free shipping. So, yeah, pick yourself up some, well, in comparison to other people's merch, pretty cheap merch and good quality merch too. I'm probably gonna have to order me some hats. Also, the t-shirts, I really love them. They're really nice and soft. Yeah, I've been trying to perfect that because they've got other t-shirt options, and I'm not as big a fan of like the heavier duty. I kind of like the soft feel to them. So, yeah, thought I'd let you guys know. We're playing. So I've had one row that keeps popping up on the screen, and I went back there and looked, and it's because there's a little rubber piece that's stuck in the tank, and I can't get that out until I get the tank empty. That's kind of one of the downfalls of this design is if there is anything in the tank and the meters can't meter it out, you can't get to it. Sometimes the meter will meter it out, and then you can take the seed tube itself off and clean it out, which that happens quite a bit. I actually had a rock earlier today that I had to crawl in and get, which is when I lost my hat. But yeah, that's kind of one of the downfalls to this, and it's also a pain in the butt to get to those meters as well. They fixed that on the new design of this drill. So I gotta run this thing almost all the way completely empty so I can get into the tank and get that little piece off out of there. And didn't come from the seed itself. The rock could have came from the seed company, but I have a feeling that that rubber piece is probably from our belt on our seed tender, which I've had those in the past. And that's what they do. They get stuck right in front of the seed meter, and they don't go through the seed meter, and they kind of just block the flow of beans to it, which kind of sucks. Actually, it really sucks. Question for you guys. Do you think that was a custom job, or he bought it like that? I don't know. I don't know. Do you think he bought... I don't know, that riser. There's no way. I'd say that's a custom job where he was like, I'm not buying a riser because they are expensive. Those orange ones are pretty expensive. He's like, I'll just take this metal tube and I'll put holes in it. It works. It does its job. Maybe I should do that too. I should make some of those just like that. Be a lot easier. Or I should just pick up some PVC. I wonder if I could just pick up some PVC pipe, have a cap on the top, and then put holes in it. I mean, that would work too. There's no reason to pay for the orange riser unless it's a government job, then you have to. But for like these old risers that are missing tops, might as well just custom make one. I don't know. It's pretty unique though. Pretty unique. This is right across from where Jared's planting at the moment. Also, you guys heard me complaining about my one row unit that I was gonna have to get in the tank to get it out. Here's the little piece. It ended up metering it out, which it normally doesn't do. It normally just stays in the tank. So yeah, so that's a part of the seed tender belt that, yeah, they fall off. That seed tender's pretty old, so it could use a new belt, but it's fine. But yeah, these are little fingers that help bring the seed up the seed tube. Me and Jared are in the same field now. This is where he planted on the backside of this terrace, if you can tell. So I'm planting right beside it, and he's already planted this whole side, so yep. now he's doing indros. We are splitting this side of the field, so that's what side I came from. Now we're on this side, and I'm splitting it kind of right now. This is kind of the terrace that's right in the middle of the farm. So, yeah. Wonder if I'll have to fill up with seed. I don't know. Probably will have to finish this. Just planting along. I've actually filled up again just a little bit ago. So the seed tender's empty. Jared's got about 65 acres worth of seed on him, and then I didn't get quite all the way filled up, so I'm probably about the same. So should be enough to finish this side of this field, and we'll probably move to the next place. I don't know what our plans are. We might fill up the seed tender again. I don't know. We'll see. It is Sunday, and I do have school tomorrow, so I'm gonna end up going back down in the morning, which is always fun. But yeah, it'll be fine. I only got one more week. Well, some of you guys might be wondering what a blockage actually looks like. And this was a pretty good location since it's the first row. So maybe you guys can see this. I don't know if you can or can't. Hopefully you can. But this is really fun and really, really just so easy to get to. I mean, it's A+ location. I mean, this is the easiest one to get to out of all of these, but it's still a pain in the butt because I'm on top of the drill at the moment. There's a bunch of beans in here because there's something else at the bottom. What's at the bottom? Dirt. See that? Dump it out. Now I just gotta bolt it back on. So much fun. Baby. It's like the best location out of, okay, never mind. Don't have that one in on. There it is. Alright. So here's where I am. Yeah. Fun. With the new design, the boxes or the meters are all flipped backwards, and you can literally, and the fan's on the opposite side, so you can walk right in here, and you can actually, with a handle, dump the whole row units, or dump the little piece I just bolted off, and just keep going. So that's really nice. Of course, it took them like 10 years of this design until they changed it. But yeah, I still love this thing. It's just, if you got anything in the seed, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Here we go. We're parked where we can get filled up. Look, Grandpa's here. How's it going?
I just got up.
Did ya? We're gonna move things around and fill up the seed tender, so that's what we're working on. Jared's heading to the Heath Church at the moment. I don't know if he'll... Yep, George's is done. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now he's helping me move. He's been working dirt, so. I'm going down where your dad's having trouble. Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Alright, we're back. Aden helped me fill it up, and, well, not completely full, but one seat towed away from full. And we're gonna fill up the drill, and then go fill up Jared, so that Aden and Jared are set for tomorrow. And, tomorrow morning I gotta head back to college, so that's pretty fun. I think he has a backup camera. But yep. This will set them up good for tomorrow. He might have to get closer. I don't know. That's pretty close.